It's, it's a little bit dark. That should be better. Hi, sweetie pies. How are you doing? The superstar, of course, was sent out to you, sweetie pie. How is everybody doing? So tonight it is me, it is Watson, and it is me and Watson because there's only 2 viewers. Hi, Watson. All right, I'm going to start off with Love Shine. How are you doing, sweetie pie? So as you know, Lilith is, yeah, I know, right? Seriously. Lilith is taking a break from us tonight. She cannot stand us tonight. We're too much. We're too much. So I am going to, however, start off with Love Shine, that I do have her questions. Hi, my beautiful Susan. How are you doing, sweetie pie? I hope that life is treating you somewhat better. I hope that A is treating you somewhat better. My God, you deserve better, my sweet love. I want better for you, sweetie pie. I do. Okay, hold on. I don't know why it never works the first time around. It's almost like a rebound relationship with PayPal. First time never works. You always have to go for a second time around. All right, let's go see. So, I do have our beautiful Amy, and then I do have our beautiful Jasmine. So I'm going to start off with Amy, so Love Shine, and then I'm going to go and see Jasmine. So Love Shine is going to be at, I don't know what time. Let's say 3 minutes. Let's say 3 minutes that I'm going to go on and, discover the questions. Hold on one moment. Okay. And here's Love Shine. All right, I got you. Yeah, Love Shine. There's some things we have to discuss about. There is, sweetie pie. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we have to discuss about the WhatsApp. I don't know what I said. I don't use WhatsApp. I've never used it. I've never, ever, ever. I've used Telegram once, but it was some time a weird scam thing. Never touch a thing again. I use Snapchat. Snapchat is what I use, which is not necessarily something that I like to use. I use it. Why? I don't know, sweetie. I use it to talk with Alex. We send pictures and videos and all different kind of things through Snapchat. Why? I don't know. I could do it with his phone. Why do we use that? I don't know. But I do not know about WhatsApp, so I don't necessarily know the functioning and how it actually works, and how you see if somebody is opened or watched or anything of the such. I know about Snapchat because I utilize it. I know about Messenger, but I don't use any other services, so I couldn't completely say. But let's just go and peek. All right. Okay, so hold on just one tiny little second. Hi, my beautiful Julie. How are you doing, sweetie pie? It is nice to see you. Okay, absolutely, my beautiful Julie, sweetie pie. Go ahead, my love. Here we go. Just 1 second. Okay, let's do this. Let's go see my beautiful. Hi, Susan, sweetie. Okay, so love. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's go and see. So, did he lie about changing the actual settings? Because now you kind of feel as though there's something else that's going along with it, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go and see. I feel like it was an interesting kind of vibe of, oh, I can see you texting. Oh, I can, that whole thing was kind of interesting. Honestly, I don't really feel as though he actually likes that when he's there and when he's writing. It's a different kind of vibe, If you're there and you kind of see him texting and writing everything as such, you know that he's already there and so on, so on, so on. I just feel like it's a different vibe altogether. I feel as though we're a little bit into a place where it's almost like if he wants to keep a little bit incognito what is going on between you guys, right? So this is what I'm going to say. Did he actually lie about changing the settings? I'm actually going to say a little bit, kind of. I feel as though there's a little bit of confusion. I feel like there's hidden truths. I feel like there's emotional fog. Now, all that doesn't take away the fact that he does love you and does want to be with you, and he doesn't want to hide anything from you, but he doesn't necessarily want you to know every single thing that he is doing. So he's not outright screaming, deception! It's not what he's doing, but he is definitely not necessarily revealing everything. So I'm going to say that the energy that he does have at this moment, the energy and the love is the same, but is he being completely honest about not necessarily changing the settings? And not really. I kind of feel like he did change something. I really do kind of feel like he's trying to control the perception so that you don't see as much and you continue to trust as much. Really, honestly, he doesn't want you to see exactly what he's doing, when he's doing, and how everything is going on. He wants to have a little bit of control about that. So did he actually kind of change some settings? I will actually say yes upon that. I will say yes. Now, why did he do it? Honestly, he did it because sometimes I feel like he wants to hold back his emotions and his own energetic space. I feel like he wants to keep it a little bit guarded. I feel like he changes settings to some type of privacy where he's kind of more in control over his own space, and he's not necessarily feeling like he is watched and kind of spied on. So I feel like sometimes he feels like he's pulled in multiple directions, and that action is more about creating the boundaries and wanting to communicate when he is ready to do so, but not at any other point in time. So I still feel as though what he's doing is keeping himself and his world and his actions and everything by himself, and your things onto your own, which doesn't take away from the fact that he loves you and wants to be with you. It's just that he doesn't want you to know exactly what he's writing and what he's doing or anything of the such. That's what I feel is actually going on with that. Yes. Let me do this, let me do that, let me do this, and let's go back over here. Hold on. All right. Hi, Diane. Nice to see you, sweetie. Okay, let me continue on with the other questions. So, I'm with you, sun up until sleep. Let's go and see what we've got. Alrighty. So, and with Amy, sun up until sleep. The Amy and the Sammy was the Amy with the sun. And I made something kind of mixed on in together. Okay, so getting over here the moon, getting also our swords, getting our two swords, getting our devil. Honestly, my sweetie pie, I feel like his feelings towards you are heavy. I feel like there is a lot of, I'm going to say, love. There is a lot of passion. There is a lot of beautiful things. I feel like he wants to be with you. I feel like he thinks about you. I feel like whenever he thinks about you, he's feeling emotionally valid and strong and lifted and up there. I feel like things are good. I feel like his wanting to maintain that connection with you and wanting things to be really, really strong is very important for him at the same time. I feel like whenever you're not actually around, I feel like he feels more drained. I feel like he feels more confined. All right. His thoughts onto your date night. We're going to go and see that right away. His thoughts onto your date night, sweetie pie. Let's go over here. His thoughts onto your date night. When it comes to you, I feel like there's a very strong shift. All right. I feel like when it comes to you, there is a very undeniable emotional shift that is there. I feel like it's somewhat about the connection. I feel like it's somewhat about the attraction. I feel like there's something happening within your energetic mirror altogether. I feel like date night is actually stirring something within him that actually reminds him of the closeness, of the chemistry, of the choice that actually exists between both of you, that you're both actively choosing to take. So you're both choosing one another to be together. So I'm going to say at this moment in time, he just feels as though every single decision that he has made all the way up until now has brought him to you. And the fact that it has brought him to you, he is feeling like he is fulfilled, that he is happy. You are bringing him with this date night onto a place where he would normally not be, into his own emotional space, into his own psychological space neither. And he is feeling comfortable. He is feeling loved. He's feeling like he's into a safe space. So I will say the date night is going absolutely perfectly, sweetie. Yes. All right. Wait, I'm sure I'm missing something within your questions. So let me just go and read. So we talked about the WhatsApp. Mark with Amy sun up until sleep. Did he lie about changing that? We talked about that was a yes. Mark with wife sun up until sleep. Let's go see. Mark with wife sun up until sleep. All right. Sweetie pie. Mark with wife, sun up until sleep. It's always a question of what I do, how do I move on forward? It's always a question of her, yes, always being a little bit the queen, the one who is deciding what is actually happening, but also him into his challenges and everything of the such. So I'm basically going to have to say he doesn't really know where he's going, what he's doing. He just kind of goes on forward one day at a time. So Mark with wife, sun up until sleep. We're taking it one day at a time. And his thoughts onto your date night altogether. I feel like your date night is a shift. I feel like when it comes towards you, there is something that is very undeniable within the connection. I feel like this is a very strong, I feel like it is a very soul connection. I feel like it's a meaningful connection. I feel like there's something very energetic between both of you. I'm going to say this date night is stirring something into him that reminds him of a lot of closeness, a lot of chemistry, and that, you know what, you guys have chosen to be together and to move upon this path. Sweetie pie, I know that he loves you. I know that his thought onto this date night is, we have to do this again. I would love to be able to do this again. I would love to be able to continue like this. I feel like he is into a place where if he could do this all the time, then he would. So, sweetie pie, there is no doubt about it. Is there a great interaction? Is there a beautiful moment spent together? Yes. Would he like to continue to spend all those beautiful moments with you and not have the rest within the wife and everything as such? Yes, he would. But for the moment, he is going to take these beautiful little moments as much as he possibly can, and he's going to try to validate and move on forward with them as much as he can, my love. So I'm going to say date night is a beautiful night altogether. Basically, I'm going to say, I feel like into his energy altogether, he is keeping himself a little bit guarded. I feel like it's not out of coldness, anything of the such. I feel like he has a lot of emotional depth towards you. I feel like you spark something real into him. I feel like sometimes within him, he does have an internal pressure a little bit. I feel as though his emotional space altogether is changing as time moves on forward. And quite frankly, I'm going to have to say, sweetie pie, I really, 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 really feel as though he truly would absolutely love to continue this relationship and take it one step at a time. He doesn't want to look at what's going to be happening into the future. He wants to take every single time as he can. He wants to be able to utilize every single moment as he can. So more times you get to spend together, may it be alone, may it be onto a date night, may it be concerts, he will take all of them as he possibly can. He would simply absolutely love to be able to spend more of those moments with you. So that's what he truly wants you to know within that. That being said, hold on. Let me continue on my beautiful love shine. You did not ask for tarot coming from him. Let me go and get some tarot coming from him. All right. His message for you is the following. He wants you to know that even though you guys are a little bit into a place where things are seeming a little bit stagnant, that they are not. That he values you quite deeply. That he does love you. That he does want to continue and go as far as he possibly can with you. You are peace, you are calm, you are love. He wants you to know that every single thing that you bring into his life is nothing but beautiful and positive, and he holds on to you with great strength, my love. All right. Hold on just one second. I am going to go and see our beautiful Jasmine. Okay. All right. I've got you, my beautiful Julie. I shall be with you. Actually, wait. Let me just go see. Do we have our beautiful Jasmine with us? Let me go and see. Do we have Jasmine? Is Jasmine here, sweetie? Let me know. All right, Ajat, nice to see you, sweetie. Susan, also. Okay, I have to fix up the list. Hold on, sweetie pies. I am going to fix things up. Okay, so I do have over here our beautiful Love Shine, who's at 3 minutes. I do have Jasmine, who's going to be coming on up. Julie, I'm coming to see you right away, sweetie. So Julie's going to be on up next. Jasmine, let me know if you're somewhere around, okay? And I do have Susan. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go and see Jasmine, not Jasmine, I'm going to go and see MZ at this moment because you only do have one question. So here we go. MZ, I've got you twice. I've got you twice, sweetie. So here we go. Julie, I've got you into the first one. What was Warbler? Hi, sweetie. Yeah, I got you. I found the other one, sweetie. I do. All right. Hold on just a second, my love. All right. Hold on. All right. So, here we go. Okay. I got you. So here we go. Ajat, you're going to be on up next, sweetie, so don't go too far. So I've got Julie, I've got Ajat, and then I'm going to go and see Jasmine and Susan, okay? Alrighty. So here we go. I know. Wasn't it cute, the warbler? I don't like the name all that much. I really don't. But let's go and see what that actual little warbler was actually trying to say to you. I thought it was actually quite cute. It replaced the other one that we had for quite some time. All right. Let's go see what I had to do, what I had to say to you. All right. So, sweet soul, sweetie. What is actually happening with the warbler? All right. This is what I'm going to say towards it. And you might even have heard Raphael into the background. Yeah. Okay, so Ajat, don't go too far, my sweetie pie. You're up next, okay, my love? So what do we actually have with this beautiful little bird? I have seen that bird a few times. Not necessarily at my home, but I do see it every once in a while when I actually go and walk into the woods. And they're very lovely, they're very sweet, they're very cute altogether. Into the message that is actually coming on through for you at this moment in time. I'm actually going to have to say that I feel as though this is about the communication. I feel like this little birdie is coming on in to talk to you about communication that is awakening between you and hubby, sweetie. I feel like it's still a little bit subtle, but I feel like this bird in particular, they sing to connect. And they sing to attract, and I feel like this is what is happening. So these type of birds, that's what they do. They sing to attract and they sing to connect. And this is what I'm going to have to say. It's almost like if Mike's inner longing, his heart is trying to speak towards you words that you have not yet heard, which is very interesting and very poetic in a million different kind of ways. But it's basically what this little bird was actually trying to say. So I feel like this bird's appearance is a little bit of a nod from spirit saying, you know what? Pay attention to the soft signs altogether, not just the loud ones, because I feel as though Mike is not showing everything onto the surface, but he's a little bit like that beautiful little bird who does that little song. His energy is reaching out for you. And the messages that are actually coming on through with this bird is that there's emotional growth that is coming on through, but gentle steps. There's a reconnecting through presence and through awareness, but there's also the beauty of small and authentic expressions of love. So basically, I'm going to have to say this is a little bit of a nudge from the universe saying, you know what, speak your love, share your light. Even into the small words, they have their beautiful power. So really, what the bird was trying to say is that Mike, into his own way, is slowly getting ready to, if you will, sing and opening on up his heart and his song to you, which is beautiful and absolutely perfect. So this tiny little bird is actually reminding you that even in whispers of love, they do count. The tiny little smallest moments. So he is trying to find his own melody. He's trying to find his own muse, but he shall find it, and he shall definitely let you know, sweetie pie. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Alrighty, so hold on. I know, sweetie. No, I still don't feel like he's going to confess soon, but we want him to confess soon is what we want him to do. Oh, we do. Hold on. We can definitely, and that's what we're going to try and do within our workings that are coming on up, sweetie pie. Into our workings, when we're talking about the emotional challenges, when we're talking about the inner fortitude, when we're talking about the emotional risk, when we're talking about that powerful love intuition, everything of such, those are all things that are going to actually help him to move on forward and to confess. So yes. All right. Let me go and see your other questions, sweetie pie. Hold on. Hold on. All right, hold on just a second. Let's go over here. Let's go and get the second one. Is he going to start learning more about you, especially when you're officially together? I hope so, sweet Lord. I know. I feel like he will start doing it, but I feel like he's going to wait until you guys are actually into that full-blown relationship, if you will. I feel like that's a little bit the way that he is. I am not going to take away the fact that I do feel like sometimes he's a little bit more selfish and he thinks more about him than other people, but that's always a little bit the way that he is. So does he actually have an interest towards you? He absolutely does. But he is kind of taking his time towards it. Let's go and see what the cards have to say. All right. All right. So what do we get into that? Up next is going to be, by the way, our beautiful Ajat, followed out by Jasmine and Susan. Sweetie pie. I feel like he's into a slow, unsteady kind of an energy. I feel as though he actually often wants to talk about himself. He wants to show things about himself. I feel like he is loyal. I feel like he's somewhat methodical. I feel like it's very important for him to show that he can be successful, what he can do, and how he can move on forward. It's also very important for him also to get some type of external validation, which is where you kind of come on in and give him that external validation altogether. So I know that at this moment it kind of seems a little bit more like a one-sided emotional investment because he's still into that phase of him, himself, me, myself, and I, if you will. So that emotional self-protection, everything as such, but he listens much more than what he actually asks. So the fact that he's not asking, the fact that he's not saying doesn't mean that he's not listening. It just means he's not asking, but he is listening. He is there. So he wants you to know that yes, he will be that much more interested. He will show you more questions. He will ask you more questions. He will try to help you through things. For the moment, you are his grounding. You are his security. He feels safe, he feels secure, and he feels chosen by you. And that is what he actually needs at this moment in time. So I'm going to say, is he actually going to start asking you more questions and expressing more interest? Yes, he will, but it's not going to be something that's going to be instant. I feel like this is going to be somewhat of a little bit of a learned behavior for him because he is much more concentrated upon himself often. So you can think about it a little bit. Let's put it this way. It's a little bit like training wheels onto a bicycle. You got to take one step and you got to go to the next. Once he truly feels like your connection is 100% secure, and he's allowed himself to explore your inner world without fear of doing any wrong or being overwhelmed, that's where he's going to start asking. That's where he's going to start to be a little bit more meaningful and not just onto the surface level, if you will. So different kind of things that you're going to start to see are small, thoughtful questions that might feel like it's a big deal because of who they're coming from. Occasional moments where he kind of surprises you by reminding you of something deep, something you've said into the past, that you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't remember actually saying that, or I kind of forgot that I actually told you. And those little times where he reflects on something that you love, but you haven't necessarily realized about it. So that's going to be his love language. His love language is going to show itself into actions. And those actions are going to start to show themselves, but really quite fluently. A little bit as a time, as your relationship grows a little bit more deeper, the foundations are more there. He's feeling more secure. That's where he's going to start to invest himself more, and he's going to start to see, and you're actually going to start to see that he's investing himself more, and he's asking you questions, trying to figure out things, interested into you, wanting to help you on through. So that second level for him is something that he's already kind of working on, but you can't quite see at this moment, but you're going to start to see it within the following weeks. I know, my love. Hey, Elaine, nice to see you, sweetie. Is he a narcissist? He kind of is, yes. I know that the word narcissist is something that's popular at the moment. Everybody uses the word. I feel like we can all be a little bit narcissist, quite frankly, if you look at the definition of it. I'm not going to say that he's full-blown narcissist. I am going to say that he is concentrated onto himself. And himself is very, very important. And once everything is figured out into his life, then he can actually start to concentrate elsewhere. A narcissist has a lot of different type of tendencies that seem to be really negative towards a partner and other people, which is not what I'm seeing within him. So I'm going to say he's more self-concentrated onto himself, onto building his actual foundations and actually being somebody who's a narcissist. So I'm going to say no for the narcissist. I don't believe that he is, but I do believe that he can be a little bit selfish sometimes, which can kind of give some tendencies of narcissism sometimes. Yeah. No, you don't. You don't. I know, right? I know, sweetie. I know, my love. Yeah, don't worry about that, sweet love. Absolutely not. Hold on just a second. I'm coming over. I know, my love. I know. It's okay, my beautiful Julie. Like I said to you a little bit earlier, I feel like he's a little bit into that place where he is probably feeling, well, it's not that he's probably, I know that he's feeling really, really, really quite tired, and he's kind of taking a little bit of your energy, my love. So I'm not surprised by the fact that you're feeling really, really tired. So you just go relax your beautiful soul, sweetie pie, and I'm going to do the workings for you, and everything is going to be okay, sweetie. So let me take care of it, and don't have to worry about anything else, sweet love. I shall see you a little bit later, sweetie pie. If there's anything else I can do for you, please do let me know, sweet one. All right, hold on just one tiny little second. Alrighty. Let's go see. Do we have Ajat with us? Ajat, let me know if you're here. Sweetie pie. And let me go and get your questions. Ajat, my love. What's his love language? What will actually, well, let me go and see. I like that question. I do. All right. Alrighty. So what is his love language? How should you actually impress him? Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, let's go and see. So first, let me go and see if you're actually here with us. And if you're not, I shall leave you a timestamp. And you are not. So timestamp is going to be at 45:30. Alrighty. So we are presently with Ajat, and we want to know the love language. What do we got? All right. With a side of respect. Yes. All right. Hold on. And you have a disappearing message. Okay. Sweetie pie, what I'm actually going to say for you is this. First of all, I really, really like your question. And I have to say, very original. oh my God, the moon is beautiful. I can see it again. It's staring at me. It's even more beautiful than it was yesterday. I have never, can you imagine this? I do have to say it to you because I love your question. And we often think and we often ask ourselves, what's that person's love language, everything of the such. But you are the very first beautiful soul who has ever asked me that question. Ever. So I like it. I'm actually going to have to say that the love language that I'm getting is more words of affirmation. It's more words of affirmation. I'm going to say admiration. So respect and passion. A beautiful mix between both of them. I feel as though O is deeply motivated by being seen for who he is, for his strengths, his presence, his passions. But I also feel as though he's got that magnetic, that visionary, that confident kind of a side towards him. And I feel like he thrives when somebody actually reflects that back towards him. So I feel like he needs a partner who recognizes his leadership energy and that really quite, I'm going to say, unique drive, if you will. So I'm going to say he is somebody who wants to feel celebrated. He's not fake in any kind of single way. I feel like he is more into the way that you see me, you believe in me, and I can shine with you. He craves genuine admiration, especially from people who are around him and people who do respect him. So what is his love language? Words that will inspire him. Compliments that will make him feel like he's earned. Being appreciated for who he is, for his vibes, for his skills. And I'm even going to have to say physical touch. He loves physical touch and he can be really, really quite passionate. So if you want to feel like, you want to be a little bit more into his love language, now you know what to do, my sweet love. Very beautiful question. Now, how can you actually impress him all together? I'm going to say by being radiant, by being emotional intelligent, by being intuitive. That's going to impress him. Admire his drive, all right? Even into the most quiet moments. So he wants somebody who sees who he is behind his actions. Not just what he does, but what he's trying to become. And so I feel like we kind of need to reflect that a little bit back towards him. I will give you an example. A little bit like you would say, I love how focused you get when you're working on something that matters to you, or you really know how to take that lead. It's kind of hot. All those things are bringing that beautiful balance that he will love. Let him lead sometimes, all right? He will like it. He will enjoy it. He likes the strength. He likes the confidence. He likes showing that he's got his own mind. He knows what he wants. He doesn't necessarily want to be dominating, but he does want to have some part of that because he does feel like that is somewhat attractive. Also, ask him about his dreams. He loves to be understood. Confidence is going to be number one for him. He's attracted to those who know their worth. The more you shine your worth, the better it is going to be. The more he's going to be drawn towards you. He wants a queen to match his own king's energy. So that's what he's looking for, sweetie. He loves trust also. So those are your very, very key points altogether, my beautiful love. It is kind of wild, ain't it? But now you know what to do. Hey, Elaine. It is my pleasure, my beautiful Aja. It is my pleasure. Have fun, sweetie pie. Give him just enough, but not too much. Just a little, but not too much. That's the way we got to be with our, men, women, whoever our partner is. You got to give just enough, but not too much. You got to keep a little bit of control. Yet you have to make them feel like they're a king or they're a queen. And oh my God, beauty shall be there. Enjoy yourself, my beautiful love. Enjoy. I know. The beauties behind love. All right, let me go and see our beautiful Jasmine. So Jasmine is going to be at 51 minutes. Love is complicated, Elaine. Oh, love is complicated. You got to give, but not too much. If you give too much, you back on off. If you don't give enough, they back on off. If you give just enough, sometimes they back off anyway. Love is so complicated. I'm going to say human relationships are so fulfilling and so loving and so perfect, yet they are so frustrating at the same time. Yeah, that's what I have to say. It's like whenever you think you found that perfect balance, it's still not okay. There's always something to be worked upon. But I'm going to say that's a little bit of the human experience. So let's keep on growing, guys. All right, so I am moving on forward at this moment to our beautiful Jasmine, and I did put you at 51 minutes, so let me go and see what you're talking about. I'm not going to be looking into the live at this moment because I'm going to be into my emails. So, Jasmine, here we go. You're going to be absolutely sweetie, and mi piacere bellissima, grazie mille sweetie. All right. Okay. And here we go. So, what do we have? Question number 1. Will they call to hire you after today's interviews? There is potential. There is potential, sweetie pie. There is. Okay. I feel like the interaction was okay. I feel like it was valuable. It did what it needed to be done. What I'm basically going to say is, are they going to call to hire you after today's interviews? I feel as though there is potential. I do. I feel like the energy does feel open. It's not an energy that is closed. I feel like especially because the second interview went well, I feel like there's different opportunities for you to grow over time. That's going to be able to offer you growth, different type of offers. I feel as though you're not necessarily, though, the first person on choice on papers. So I'm going to say it's not a closed door, but I'm going to say a delayed green light. So there is a possibility that you could be called on back, but I don't necessarily believe that you will. So I'm keeping a door open, though, because I do feel as though there's a few other people that did actually go on through, that did go and see them, that did interview. And I feel like for them, maybe it was a little bit more smoother. It was going into a more of easy kind of going kind of a way. And I feel because of that it is easier and they probably have a better chance than you. But it doesn't have anything to do with your actual competences or who you are. It's just really the way that maybe you have both kind of performed into a different kind of a way. I will more put it that way. If they do contact you, it's going to be within the following 2 weeks. If they don't contact you, when might you get something else part-time before end of June or maybe before summer? I feel like change is coming your way, but honestly, I don't necessarily feel like it's going to come before the end of June. I don't. There is a possibility for it, maybe somewhere around the second week of June, but if it doesn't happen to the second week of June, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more complicated. So I'm going to say double up onto the efforts, sweetie. Double up, double up, double up, because at this moment, I see something happening around the second week of June that could be good for the summertime, but it's not conclusive. It's not 100%. It's not even 50%. It's just kind of there into the opportunities. So I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no, but I'm going to say double up onto your efforts. Double, triple, quadruple. Go on forward. Go out. Put those curriculums. Do what you've got to do to have the most that you can possibly get, to get the more opportunities, because at this moment, I feel like the opportunities are more restrained. Your new job is going to want you back for the new year in September. Absolutely, sweetie, they will. I know that they're having a lot of changes, but they will definitely want you back. There's no doubt about it. I feel as though the seeds of what you want and what you're up to and everything as such, it is planted, it is there. Nothing that you have done has gone unnoticed in any kind of a way. So I'm going to say there's no doubt about it. Into the month of September, you're definitely going back to the place where you're at this moment. And I actually feel like it's going to be better. I feel like there's going to be less complications perhaps after summer. The pastry, sweetie. I would like the pastry to be happening, but it's like everything in life. If you want it, you have to go and get it. Don't wait for it to come to your door, sweetie. Don't. Go to different schools, go to different classes. And even that, if you go to a class or you go to school, you pay, you go to class, you go to school. You get the diploma, you get the degree that you need, and then you go and find a job. Don't necessarily go to different places, bakeries, or all those things and look for a job without necessarily having the credentials. Go, spend that time, get yourself a course, get yourself a class, get yourself some learning skills, and then go and get yourself a job. And you will definitely get into the pastry environment. There's no doubt about it. But you're going to have some type of basics to begin with. All right. So I do want you to look towards that. So I'm going to say if you put more effort towards it, then it will definitely be a yes. But with the effort, my love. Okay. There's going to be some harsher moments, but you have to put that energy towards it. Now, what's going to be happening into the month of May? What's happening into the month of May? The Ace of Cups is passing on through. Here we go. Into the month of May, we do see some changes. I do see some hope coming on in. I see some frustration, but I see less frustration. I feel like the frustration is kind of leaving away. I feel like you have beautiful signs of things that are going into the right way. I feel like you're feeling more renewed. I feel like you have more faith into yourself. I feel like you have more purpose into yourself. I feel like the month of May is bringing more healing, more inspiration, more beautiful blessings. Now, I know that you still don't have all the answers by the end of May, but I feel like your heart is lighter. I feel like it's better. I feel like there is more momentum that is actually coming your way. So I'm going to say for the month of May, changes, modifications, but more grounding and more feeling better within yourself altogether, knowing a little bit more where you're actually moving on forward. So your message from Spirit is that the path that you're on is not an easy path, but you are walking towards it with a lot of strength. Spirit is seeing your effort, is seeing your intention, and is listening to your heart. Every single step that you are taking at this moment is building the future towards what you want and what you deserve, even if you can't see it at this moment, my love. So know that you're not falling behind in any kind of a way. Know that you're actually becoming and not falling behind. And now we shall go and see our beautiful Susan. So hold on just one tiny little second. All right. Let's go see our beautiful Susan right over here. Once and don't let me forget to send you all this after. All right. You can, Julie, you can. Thank you, Hanson. All right, so Susan is going to be at 101. My beautiful Susan, sweetie pie. My love, my sweet one. What is your man doing to you, sweetie? What is he up to? What is he doing? All right. Let's go see. All right. Let's go see. Hold on. Okay. So hold on just one tiny little second. I'm gonna come and see. Just one moment. Oops, I'm on my way, my love. Just one second, my beautiful Susan. All right. So, sweetie, I know that he's still not treating you nice. I know that he's still not treating you into the way that you would like him to. I know that he's not treating you well. I know that you're sad. I know that you have a lot of frustrations and everything as such that is coming on through. Absolutely, my beautiful Julie, sweetie. I will be with you right after Susan, okay? Elaine, also, you can post your questions, my love. So, sweetie pie, Susan, was somebody at his house last night? How many people? Okay, let's go see. What's really going on with A? What is he up to? Honestly, was somebody at his house last night? I will say yes. Was G at his house? I will say yes. I feel as though there was somewhat, like, I feel like they're comfortable. I feel like they're having a good time together. I feel like they're understanding each other. Quite frankly, my beautiful love, I feel like the understanding between A and G, so Andrew and Ginger, is an understanding of what happens is what it is, and it's kind of moving on forward. Let's just kind of agree with it. And I'm not saying that to you, that you need to agree with it. I feel as though he's got a connection with this person that is going through time, and it's okay. It is not a connection that's going to last forever. It's something that's going to last a certain amount of time, and then she's going to end up walking away and going away because nothing is changing and she's not getting enough. She's happy at this moment because she receives money, she receives goods, everything is okay. But as time kind of goes by, she will want more and more and more, and he will not be able to provide more and more and more. And she will end up disappearing from your life altogether within the following 2-3 months. The problem being is that whenever she disappears, there's probably going to be somebody else who will appear at some point in time. That's where the major problem actually is. Now, his plans and intentions are actually to be with you. He doesn't hate you in any kind of a way. No, there's nothing raw between them. There's nothing raw. Whatever they do, but I do feel as though it is protected, all right? There's nothing raw, sweetie. He doesn't hate you. He doesn't like the way that things are moving. He doesn't like the way that things are going. He feels like you are not giving him enough. He feels like you're not understanding enough. And I'm not saying this is what you're doing. I don't agree with what he is thinking and what he is feeling, but this is what he is feeling. He's feeling like you're not giving enough, you're not doing enough, that you're not understanding enough. He's kind of blaming you for absolutely everything that's going on, when in reality, everything that's going on and all the problems that are going on are not coming from you, but are actually coming from him. He's the problem, not you, him. But he's not seeing that. He's kind of projecting that upon you. So you're the one who's a problem. You're the one who's creating things. So if you just forget about your ideas, your thoughts, and your intentions and whatever's going on, things will go so much better. But they won't. That's it. So does he hate you? No. Does he love you? Yes. Does he want to continue with you? Yes. Does he know that this is very complicated? Absolutely. Does he want to continue into this complication? Absolutely not. But will he? He will. He is truly going with his boss. And fly away, right? He did send money to AJ. As for you and B, so you and Brian, you will be able to become friends again, but when he's no longer with the partner that he's with. The partner that he is with, I feel like he is with that person for the following 3 to 4 months, but then she will no longer be there. All right? So I'm going to say 3 to 4 months, that lady kind of disappears and he'll be back like he used to be altogether. I know, my love. I know. But that being said, my beautiful Susan, I feel like you will be able to become friends with him again, but I don't necessarily believe that you're going to be able to become lovers again. I feel like the lover period is gone, or the relationship period is gone, but I believe that you guys are able to become friends again. So friends, I will say yes. Your relationship with A is continuing. It's continuing as conflicting as it is. Nothing is changing. Nothing is moving. He's going to continue doing exactly what he's doing. Nothing is making sense. Nothing is okay, but it's kind of just going with the flow. So, sweetie pie, your love life is staying complicated. Your man is continuing what he's doing. A lot of torture towards you altogether, but he does love you. As for B, he does care for you. He doesn't want to be friends with you, but he cannot be friends with you at the moment. The girlfriend at the moment is not going to allow it, but within the following 4 months, I feel like they will no longer be able, well, they won't be together anymore, so you'll be able to have a relationship again, or a friendship relationship with this person. Other than that, I'm still going to say the very best thing for you is to stand your ground and say, if you're not going to change, let's just end this and let's just go to court. It is the best way for you, my love. I know it's not easy, sweetie pie. And I am sending you much love, sweetie. Julie, are you still here with us, sweetie? Let me know if you are. You are going to be the following reading. Then I'm going to go and see Elaine. So with his new job, he's surrounded by a lot of successful people. Sweetie pie. Absolutely, my love. I understand where you're going with this. I understand where you're feeling a little bit uncertain about it at the same time because of the dynamics that are surrounding you, that are surrounding your sweetie pie at the same time. But I don't want you to feel like you're going to be insecure. All right? I want you to move on forward with beautiful reassurance. What you are building with your hubby is very strong. It is very powerful. It is what it is meant to be, and it is slowly expanding itself as much as it possibly can. It's expanding itself within the loyalty, within the intentions, within the heart, within all the beautiful little things of life altogether. And that is not something that can be undermined. So will he actually stay focused on you despite the new people that are around, even if they are, successful and everything as such? You might not be into the same domain, but you're very successful and you're very beautiful also. I'm going to have to say very strong, and I'm going to say a very reassuring yes. I feel as though this is about commitment and values and sacred bonds. I feel as though the environment, even though it is changing, his loyalty towards you is not. I feel like he holds on to this relationship. He holds on to the romantic side. He holds on to the serious side and onto the structure of your relationship, everything that you have built together. He is not somebody who's going to jump into this new relationship or this new ship with somebody simply because it is new, simply because it has options. So I don't want you to think about it. I don't even want you to manifest it in any kind of a way. Your bond with Mike is rooted in something that is so much deeper than the actual surface attraction. Thank you, Elaine, sweetie. I feel as though even if he is exposed to beautiful, confident people, it doesn't take away what he feels for you. It is not the same thing. One must not be compared with the other, although I do gather where your idea is coming from. So if anything, I feel like he may actually admire those women quite professionally and casually. But when it comes to romance, it's different. It's romance. It's the emotional attachment. It's his heart that is actually quite tethered to you altogether, which makes it completely different altogether. So will he actually be tempted or will he be distracted? I will say no. I feel as though his temptation exists within himself. It exists within you and him. But he does have that self-control. He is able to be grounded. His strength is something that is there. It is strong, and he knows exactly where he wants to go and what he wants. So, Mike wants to be right by you. He's not always verbalizing it. He's not always talking about it. But he doesn't want to sabotage anything at the very same time. So I'm going to say, do not worry about it. Your bond is there. It is strong. He loves you. He chooses you. And he sees no other options whatsoever. So I don't even want you to wonder about that in any kind of shape or form or way. He's emotional upon you. I've got it, my beautiful Elaine. Thank you, sweetie. He's very emotional when it comes towards you and towards your relationship, but he's not into that emotional phase when he is with other people. That's where the difference is. Qu'est-ce qu'il y en a? Ah, ok. C'est pas drôle, ça. Où c'est que t'as pogné ça, bé? Ouais.
Ça pique beaucoup. Tu finis quand?
Pas tout de suite, là. All right. It is my pleasure, my beautiful. Sending you much love, sweetie. All right. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Elaine. Hold on. All right. All right. De quoi t'as envie?
Non, j'ai pas envie.
All right. Elaine, I'm coming to see you, sweetie. De quoi t'as dit?
Ça pique.
Ça pique. Ah, ton pied. All right. Elaine. Hold on. Elaine, I got you over here. So let's do this. Let's do that. And here we go. You're feeling emotionally shut down. What is happening, sweetie? All right. All right. Hold on. Oh, sweet Lord. Hold on, sweet loves. C'est Alex. All right. Here we go. Oh, Jasmine, hold on. 51 minutes, sweetie. 51 minutes, my beautiful Jasmine. Nice to see you, sweetie. Thank you, love. Oh my God. J'ai pas dit 6 000, j'en ai dit 60. Je t'appelle quand j'ai fini. All right, here we go. So. Ooh, what did you send me, sweetie? What is that? You follow this? It's all about chubby birds. Oh, Julie, you're hilarious. Okay, hold on. Grazie mille a te, my beautiful Jasmine. All right. So, hold on. Elaine, let me go back into my emails. The energy today, what do we got? You're feeling emotionally shut down and uncertainty, right? Oh, my sweet Lord. Okay. So, let's go over here, sweetie. I'm with you. Let's do that. And let's go over here. So far after your next, my dear Watson, by the way. Okay, so your energy today, what is actually going on, right? How are we actually feeling towards that? Emotional shutdown and self-doubt is what I'm getting. Okay, sweetie pie. That's a little bit like, I don't want to say Lion King, but it's a little bit like the Lion King. You know how things kind of move around and they kind of shift around? It's a little bit what I'm seeing, sweetie. I feel like you're moving through some heavy inner clouds. I feel like there's a sense of core self-awareness into the truth that you're actually saying. I feel like you're tuning into your energy, but I also feel like there's a few things that we need to look at. So if we look at your energy today and we look at why you're actually feeling into the way that you're actually feeling, I feel as though you're into a place where you're feeling just basically, I'm going to say disconnected. The energy is being disconnected. You're into that moment where you need to have that internal pause, where you need, because you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you're feeling like your emotions are kind of going all over the place. I feel like it's not that you don't care, it's that your system is kind of frozen by a lot of uncertainty and a lot of emotional fatigue. So I'm going to say you're just emotionally tired. You're too emotionally tired at this moment. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just tired. You know, sometimes you just need that pause. You need to do nothing. You need to think about nothing. You need to let life and you need to let things just kind of go with the flow. If you think too much, you wonder too much, you ponder too much, too many things kind of come in confliction and it becomes too much. So give yourself that time. You're just tired, sweetie. You're tired by everything that's going around into your life, and I understand that. And now, why did C keep looking at you during your presentation altogether, right? I don't feel like this person was judging you, is what I basically want to say, because I feel like maybe you're a little bit afraid that this person was judging you. I don't see that. I feel like this person was intuitive. I feel like they were empathetic. I feel like they were emotionally there, listening to you, understanding you. I feel like there is something that is so much deeper that is going on with you. Nothing dramatic. It is really just you are carrying something within yourself, within your heart, within your soul. And it's almost like if certain people are able to see that within your heart, within your eyes, within the gaze that you actually give on out. So I'm basically going to have to say I don't feel like this Camille person is creating any problems with you. I feel as though your presentation was actually really, really interesting for her. I feel like she liked your tone, your energy, the vulnerability that you gave on through with it. I feel like she actually related to it. She thought it was really, really interesting. So it's almost like if this person wanted you to know that you're not invisible, that you are there so much more than what you actually realize. And where to strengthen your design direction, especially into the journalism themed project. That's something that is very, very powerful. I'm actually going to have to say over here, I feel like your strength is mostly going to lie into you. I don't know what this means. UX and UI, UX and UI web presentations, which I feel is the message I'm getting has to do with the ability to create something as engaging, that is functional, and that's going to align with the journalistic storytelling altogether. I'm also getting the message that you have to work onto motion graphics for news or information. Flat data or content, which I don't know what it is, but it's what I'm getting. Visual storytelling and data visualization, because journalism thrives on clarity and emotions. So you're really, really great at giving that content visual voice. What might actually be blocking you at this moment is your confidence. The confidence that you are feeling, like if you're picking the right lane or you're not. So believe into yourself is the message that I'm getting. For the project, I want you to lean towards something is clean, something is interactive, something that's a digital experience, something that is human-centered, a storytelling, cultural, social, thoughtful visuals that are going to make the complex info so much more simple. Yeah. That's what I'm getting for you, my love. It's my pleasure. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you're understanding what the heck I'm talking about. Because I don't always. It's just messages that I get, my beautiful Elaine, but I have no idea what you do. It's messages that kind of come towards me. Okay, I'm not going to say I don't know what you do. I do know what you do, but I don't know in detail what you do. I don't. It's not my studies, but it's messages that I get. So hopefully that resonates and that makes sense to you, sweetie pie. We're going to go and see over here our dear friend, Juanson. I'm coming to see you, sweetie. Juanson, here we go. Juanson. All right. Okay, thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Sometimes I think maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Juanson, here we go, my love. So, I did have a fairly good day. I did. And I was able to keep my dear, beautiful eldest son with me again today. It is a victory. Times are changing into the most beautiful ways. So I know that you were off, and I know that you sent me beautiful things. So yes, your dad's turtle was over a walk. I am going to have to say, though, I was going to say it, but I didn't say it earlier. I hope that you don't want to go and burn your calories with that turtle, because I don't think you're going to burn a lot, but I don't feel like you have to burn a lot. But if somebody did have to actually lose weight or wanted to lose weight and was using this turtle as a means to go for a walk, oh my God, what a mistake. You might buy a toy skateboard? Oh, for her. You're so cute, Hanson. Oh my God, if ever you do, I want to see it. And I'm even going to say, if ever you do, why don't you start making YouTube videos onto this turtle? Make it a documentary, my dad's turtle or my turtle, call it whatever you want. Show it doing like your little walks, a little bit like a podcast, not a podcast, but it's kind of like journal it. Yeah, here's my turtle today, and then what's my turtle up to? And here I'm feeding my snack to my turtle. I swear you'd get so many views. I give it a little skateboard. Oh my God, is going to be the talk of the YouTube. Is what I will say. You should. Oh my God. Thank you, my beautiful Elaine. And Jasmine, I will be with you in not Jasmine, Julie, I'll be with you in just a few moments. I kid you not, Juanson, you should. I don't even have a bird, but I watch all these birdie things because my mom's got a bird. Yeah, I kid you not. I like to watch them. I do. I like to see what people do with their animals. I feel that it is brilliant. You should do it. I know, right? You see, Julie? And you love the chubby birds. I know. My mom was telling her brother today. She's like, whenever I pass away, Baby Blue, that's her bird, Baby Blue is going to go to Lisa, and Lisa's going to teach it a bunch of bad words. Is what she said. Because whenever I go there, I try to teach it all different kind of nonsense. That's what I do. And the bird loves me. Yeah, it does. It takes its shower before I arrive. Like, it preps itself up. Yeah, we're going to get along just fine in 20 years from now, me and Baby Blue. So, yeah. My mom's like, Baby Blue knows that you're coming. He took his shower. I'm like, yeah, right. And then I arrive and he's upset at me and he attacks me. What? Baby Blue? Parce que je parle de Baby Blue, parce que Juanson, il parle de la tortue de son père. Ah, okay. Juanson, il a pris les marches avec la tortue de son père qui marche comme ça de long. Fait que j'ai dit, s'il voulait perdre du poids, que ce soit, c'était pas une bonne marche. Mais je viens de voir bientôt. Je t'aime. Tout va bien. Raphaël, il dort-tu? Ça doit, hein? Raphaël? Ouais, c'est ça, il dort. Il est très silencieux. Merci. Oui, il dort. Hi, princess. Do I speak French to Baby Blue? No, I speak English. Yeah, I speak English to Baby Blue because my mom is English. So I speak to my mom in English and I speak to Baby Blue in English. But there's a lot of bad words in English that I can teach Baby Blue. A lot of them, yeah. And he loves me. He's got my laugh like completely, 100%. And whenever I talk to my mom, he tries to attack the phone, and like, yeah, he's in love with me. Anyways, point being, it's a love-hate kind of a thing. When I go and see him, he's like, ew, yeah. But he likes to mimic me. He's quite the bird. But he's almost 2 years old. Like, he's an adolescent bird is what he is. He's so cute. He's so adorable. He's like, baby blue got a new toy. He's so cute. He talks like a little baby. Yummy, yummy in my tummy is what he says. He's so adorable. I kid you not. He makes me want a bird, but I don't want to purchase a bird because I know I'll be stuck with my mom's bird at some point in time. He's so funny. Yeah, I know. Okay, here we go. And I swear, he's got my witchy laugh. I will, Julie. Next time I go to my mom's, I will make videos and I will send it to you. I kid you not. He's adorable. He's a blue Quaker. He is the sweetest little bird. He's adorable. I love him. I do. All right. I know. He's such a cutie pie. He builds himself so many houses. And when you give him broccoli, he's like, yummy, yummy in my tummy. It's so cute. I know. And he's like, baby blue, because my mom is trying to teach him that baby blue is a boy. And she asked him, she's like, is baby blue a girl? And baby blue says no. And is baby blue a boy? And the baby blue says, baby blue is a boy. He's so cute. Honestly, he's adorable. I know. Oh, Julie, yes. Actually, if you put him into like a little bit of a blanket and you hold him, he will give you the most beautiful hugs and he will not try to fly away and he'll just stay there. Honestly, he's really quite cuddly. Oh, he's sassy as hell. Oh, he is. Oh, he is. Sometimes you have to put him, aside and you're like, baby blue's being a bad boy. And he's like, baby blue's a bad boy? You're like, yes, okay. He's so cute. And when it's nighttime, he says, okay, good night, sweet dreams, baby blue dodo. He's adorable. I kid you not. I love that bird. All right, so there you go. One day, hopefully not soon because I love my mom to death. I really do. She's my angel. But one day you guys will see baby blue. And Julie, I promise you, I'll send you videos of baby blue. He's got a lot of attitude. Okay, so here we go. I've got you, my beautiful high priestess. You're going to be coming up, sweetie pie. Now, where was I and what the heck was I up to? I was up to you, my beautiful MZ. I was up to you, sweetie pie. I was. So, Julie, here we go. With his new job, surrounded by a lot. Oh, we looked at that. We did. We looked at all that. What the heck am I up to? Yeah, we already looked at all that. Okay, so I've got HP that is on up next. Besides a therapist. Oh, there you go. I knew there was something else. Okay. That's what I took the cards out. Yeah. Actually, quite frankly, there is his ex that you know about, that he, the Y lady. I'm going to say the Y lady, so you and I, we know who it is, but yeah. He has talked to the Y lady about you, no doubt about it. So the Y lady is definitely involved into all of this. Other than that, I'm actually going to have to say over here, I feel as though there is a great question of his sister. I feel as though Y and S. All right. So he does talk to his sister about you. I feel like he talks about the fact that he wants to make things move along. I feel like she's known about your relationship and your connection for quite some time. And I feel like she's trying to actually help him on through it, help him kind of push him on through it to make things happen and everything as such. But she kind of moves on forward into a way where she's very understanding and she listens a lot and she tries to understand him. And I feel like she actually tries to push him towards certain actions, but she's always kind of asking, because she knows that he does go to therapy, what is that person doing? What is that person saying? So what is the therapist saying? What is it that he should do? So I feel like she bases a lot of what she thinks and what she wants and what she thinks he should do upon what the therapist does. As for the why, so you know who why is. Why, I feel, tries to understand him but doesn't necessarily push him towards the relationship, which is interesting in and to himself. It really kind of indicates that she is open towards him being with somebody else, and she feels like he deserves that happiness, but she doesn't feel quite right within herself to say, oh, go ahead. And, you know, it's like she would have a little bit of that remorse within herself, even though she no longer loves him and no longer wants to be with him. There's still a side of her that doesn't quite want to push him towards somebody else, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Good night, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie. I don't feel as though Matt does. I'm going to say Bill does. Bill has known into the past, and I feel like Bill does still know, but I feel like Bill knows a little bit less. Is there a possibility that Bill is a little bit further? I feel like Bill is further than what he used to be. Did he move further away? No, I don't see any problems with Y, though. Y doesn't necessarily want to push him into a relationship, but does not block him from being into one. She understands him and she wants him to be happy. It's just that she's got that a little bit of that emotional little ick, if you will. Yeah. Matt's the one who moved, but Bill still lives at the same place. Okay, then maybe Matt's the one that I'm seeing then. I feel as though altogether there's somebody, so I'm going to say it's Matt, because I feel like this person has moved away. There's somebody that he used to talk to even more about you, but that is further away. So I will say it is Matt, since he moved away. That he does still talk to, but honestly, I feel like the two main people that he talks about you is Y and his sister. That's it. His friends, not too much. Like I said, his sister seems to be helping him with the therapy sessions, moving him towards that, and moving him towards following what the therapist has to say. And Y understands him and listens to him, but doesn't necessarily push him in any direction whatsoever. So Y's not hindering anything, and S is following what the therapist says, and the therapist is saying really good things to move on forward and take those concrete actions towards you. So basically, I'm going to say you're well surrounded, and he's well surrounded support-wise, so that this relationship comes on through. There's nobody that is blocking anything in any kind of a way, but he's not opening on up with a lot of people neither. Absolutely not. No. She no longer loves him, my beautiful Julie. She no longer loves him. Absolutely not. There's no problem with that. There's no love that is in there in any kind of single way. Absolutely not, sweetie. I don't even want you to worry about that. No. Oh, HP tax guy's not replying to you. That's not good. But I'm going to say tax guy's busy. It's tax season. It is, though. It is. Okay. And let me know, my beautiful Julie, if there's anything else. Okay, sweetie pie. But I don't want you to worry about any of those people or about anything else. Really, absolutely not. Okay, hold on. You sent your information to him. I'm not sure if he received it because he never confirmed. Okay, we're going to go and see that. All right. You have yourself some beautiful dreams, Julie, and I'm going to take care of everything that needs to be done, okay? I'm going to put somewhat, however, over here. HP is going to be April. I see you, my beautiful love. Where are you going, my queen? Where? Really? Why? I love you. You're beautiful. See you soon, sweetie. Je t'aime, ma belle. Parfait. All right. I'm sorry. I was talking to my beautiful daughter. She's so pretty. She's so cute. All right. So let's go see. She usually never leaves me. She was here and then she kind of left. I'm like, where are you going? And she's like, I'm going to the living room. I'm like, since when? And she's like, I don't know, but I'll keep your door open. I'm like, okay. She never does. Never, ever, ever. My dear God. She is such a beautiful little princess. That being said, here we go. I know, right? Bye, Anel. She's gone to see Raphael, who is sleeping, and Matthias, who's into the gaming room. I have no idea. All right, High Priestess, what's going on? I would definitely hit this person back. And when I say hit back, I say into the most beautiful and best way possible. Send a message, okay? Send a message, hey, did you receive my information? Did you receive my, I don't believe that you necessarily sent any personal information on out, but it could actually be really good for you to actually reach on out altogether, okay? So I'm actually going to have to say over here, I feel like this person is really quite busy. I feel like they're stuck a little bit into a place where there's a lot of things that are going on. I feel like they are aware that you did send some information on out, but I don't necessarily feel like they're into a place where they are actually ready or open to send that message out. So I feel like they're a little bit overwhelmed. I feel like they're busy. I feel like they're not necessarily able to respond to you at this moment in time. So it's almost like if this person has a little bit felt behind, kind of juggling a little bit too much. And instead of actually confirming the receipt that they did receive this information from you, which would be nice and simple, I kind of feel like they're a little bit disorganized. But the fact that they're disorganized, I know that you would think, oh my God, somebody who's disorganized is doing my taxes. I don't want that. I understand you, but I don't believe that they're disorganized while doing taxes. I feel like they're a little bit disorganized into their emails and everything and the such. So I'm going to say, definitely, I feel like this person is a little bit cluttered. I feel like they have a lot of things that are going on. So, Sweetie Pie, did that person actually receive it? I will say yes. They did view it. They did receive it. They did everything of the such. I just feel as though they haven't taken the next steps. So, I feel like this person's intent is about moving on forward, but at a very snail's pace, taking their own little time. So, I would gently kind of follow on up one time just in case and ask, did you receive my information? Did you receive, my inquiry or my information? Just want to make sure, that you have everything that you need at this moment so you can follow on through and do my taxes for me. Please do confirm to me within the following week or something of the such. Because I do believe that they have received. I just believe that they're a little bit slow and they haven't necessarily given you the information that you need in return to say, hey, I've got your info. I have everything that I need. I'm going to move on forward. I'll let you know whenever I need anything else. So that's what I'm seeing with it. So I'm definitely going to say, reach on back out. You say, he did your brother's recently and filed his and your mom's and your cousin. Perfect. And he can't, if he can't do them, he can just tell you. And no, he's going to be able to do them. I just feel like he's got a few people around. I feel like he has some other people before you that he has to take care of. I do not feel as though he's not able to do yours. It is not something that I'm seeing, which is why I'm saying I feel like he's a little bit disorganized, but I feel like he's able to do the job and he's able to move on forward with it. So Send them out a little message just saying, hey, you did my mom's, you did my cousin's, everything is okay. I sent you my info, but I haven't received anything in return. Are you going to be able to do my income tax? Yes or no? Please do let me know, and let me know when you're ready to receive my files or something of the such. That's it. I just feel like this person is disorganized, but I don't feel like they're not going to be able to do it. So I feel like they will do it for you. Now, general messages for you all together. What does Spirit actually want you to know? Wheel of Fortune, followed by our Two of Cups, followed by our Page of Swords, also our Two of Swords, and our Page of Pentacles. All right, sweetie. You're into a place where there's a lot that is happening emotionally, mentally, and I'm going to say spiritually. I feel like you're into a phase where there is healing, where there is also a renewal. I feel like things kind of feel a little bit slow sometimes. They feel a little bit uncertain onto the outside. I feel like what's actually happening is that you are being realigned with hope, with inner peace, and with deeper dreams. So, sweetie pie, I feel as though you're into a place where emotionally, mentally, and practically, it's almost like if sometimes you feel like you're a little bit unseen. I feel like you're trying to build a lot of foundations on something that is very long term, but not necessarily knowing if it is going to be long term. So it kind of becomes a little bit difficult sometimes to put your focus at the right place. You're working a lot around your finances, you're working a lot around your creative goals and around your professional growth altogether. Now, you yourself personally, you have a very, very beautiful, I'm going to say deep emotional reservoir. So you're very sensitive around the people that are around you and around the situations that are around you. I feel like you need to nurture yourself more, and I feel like you need to have somewhat a little bit of a disconnection from other people that are surrounding you, because sometimes I feel like they have more negative type of energy that might not necessarily be good towards you, and it is kind of a little bit, the word I want to use is stamped. You know, when you stamp something, it becomes yours, and it's close on by, and it becomes kind of tattooed. I want you to be careful not to gather other people's energy that is not yours, that is not good for you to move on forward. Basically, you've got that softness. You've got that beautiful energy where you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to move on forward. You're trying to listen to your intuition altogether. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that you're not being ignored, that you are slowly being guided towards new people, new opportunities, more clarity, and all those things, the new people, the opportunities, and the clarity, they are all going to bring you towards more respect and a better and a more stronger energy. But I feel like Spirit is trying to ask you to be more patient, more firm in everything, and trust the path that you are onto. So my beautiful love, I'm going to say, work-wise, stability. I need you to be careful with the energy that is surrounding you. Take what's good, leave the rest aside. Believe into yourself in every single thing that you are doing as you are moving on forward. A lot of changes are going to be coming towards you within the following 3 to 6 months. Not quite right away, but 3 to 6 months. As for what is happening with your taxes, send out another message. Make it clear, make it precise, but make it nice and sweet. We don't want to be mean. And everything is going to be okay. They will be able to do your taxes. Everything is going to be a-okay. I feel like within the following 2 weeks, they will be done. They will be completed. Everything is going to be okay. Just send out a shout out and everything's going to be all right. Work-wise, you're still staying into the place that you're into. You're still wanting more. You're still searching for more. And all those answers will come to you within the following 3 to 6 months. That being said, be careful with the bad people. I won't say bad people. I'll say bad energies that are surrounding you. Surround yourself with positive people, positive vibes. If they're not good, if they're not positive, keep them away. You don't need them. You are strong. You're a queen. You've got a lot of beautiful possibilities, and you're moving towards the most I'm going to say productive and the most beautiful cycles that are coming towards you at this moment. So continue to focus upon it and don't let go of your ultimate goal. Everything is going to be okay, my love. You feel like that you're not seen for what you put out into the world, and it's kind of weird, right? I know, but my beautiful high priestess, that's because you have done so many studies, you have done so much work, you have been in different organisms, you have done a lot of things for a lot of people that is not being recognized. But the fact that it's not being recognized doesn't mean that it's not good. It doesn't mean you haven't changed people's lives and you haven't done so much good into this world, my beautiful. It's just that the people who are paying you, they're not necessarily good. So don't ever forget the pureness of your soul. You are pure and you are beautiful and you're doing great things. And you're going to continue to do that. But don't let go of your creative side along the way. And don't let people who are paying, let's say, your bills in certain ways or giving you your paycheck, even though they might be corrupt, don't let them corrupt your beautiful soul, high priestess. I'm done a lot of bragging, but you feel like you're not coming back besides having a paycheck, right? You will see, my love. You will see. You're into a place where it's a little bit more difficult at this moment. Give yourself a little bit more time. You will find yourself into the right place at the right moment. And everything will start to make sense for you. Just give yourself a little bit of time, sweetie. Oh, Juanson. I love it, my love. I do. It could be, sweetie. It could be, my love. It could, sweetie. If people who cut off places recognize the fact that they don't always, my beautiful high priestess, they don't, sweetie. I know, my love. People don't always necessarily recognize what they have lost until many times later. So don't hold on to that, sweetie. Just remember who you are, what you've got to do, and what you've got to give. That's it. You're beautiful. You have so much, my love. You do. All right. It is, my love. It's like they rather die before they give you an acknowledgement or credit. A lot of people are like that, my love. A lot of them, sweetie. Some people will stay like that forever. I kid you not, sweetie. All right. I know, Elena. No, sweetie. All right, Watson, I'm coming to see you. No, she really found you interesting, my beautiful Elaine. She did. Just 1 second. All right. All right. I'm not going to say she necessarily wants to become your friend, my beautiful Elaine, but she's definitely interested in you. She's interested in what you're doing, and she's kind of curious about you in different kind of ways, is what I will say. I'm going to come and see you, my dear Juan-san. Allez, je termine dans 2 minutes. Je peux t'appeler si tu veux coucher, mais sinon je vais te fatiguer pour rêve. Yeah, she is interested into your talent, my love. Absolutely. So, Juan-san, I did have a good day. I know today you were off. It was all good and it was relaxing. You did a beautiful cover, which I absolutely loved. I love the movement into the video. I love the ballet. I did. I love the dance moves. They were gorgeous. I do. Oh, what is that? You're actually thinking about doing YouTube shorts with the turtle uses a skateboard. And that's what I was saying that you should do. Oh my God. I had not even read that. Okay. Honestly, we have Watson into the month of August. We do have a hot air balloon festival, which is about 30 minutes away from my house, and I can actually see like more hot air balloons up into the air, but very far away because it is 30 minutes by car approximately. But I mean, you saw them up close and personal. They were lovely. I loved it. I don't know. There's, as much as I don't want to be into one of them, there is like a certain romantic, beautiful, exciting kind of adventurous side to it. I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah. And you're watching some Netflix. I'm sure that she was having a good day. Yeah. All right. Let's go see what we've got. I actually feel like she was there, but I feel like she was there a little bit for a half a day. Yeah, I know that she was thinking about you. I know that she was wondering where the heck you are. But at the same time, I feel like she's always a little bit into a place where are you? Because you're often not necessarily there. Yeah, so, I mean, she is wondering about you. She is thinking about you. There's absolutely no doubt about it. So yeah, there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of desire into the whole thing, but there's a lot kind of wondering where you're at and what you're actually up to altogether, sweetie. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say towards that. Okay, hold on. Oops. All right. I feel like today she was feeling good. I feel like she was feeling rested. I feel like she was happy. I feel like she was into a good vibe. I feel like she was not into a rush for anything. Everything was just kind of going smoothly. It was what it was, but she definitely did miss your presence altogether. So, was she thinking about you? She was. What does she actually want to say to you? Stop taking those days off when she's actually working, because she's finding it difficult to see you. You guys are never actually working at the same time. It's a stressful situation. So I'm actually going to say over here, yeah, I do feel like she did have an okay day at work. I'm not going to say a great day. It is what it is. It is work, but it was a good day. All that being together, she has been thinking a lot about what you're up to, what you're doing, and she's been kind of wondering if you've been thinking about her too. Yeah. What are you thinking about? How are you feeling? Everything is such. I feel like she's a little bit wondering about it. So I'm going to say basically the love is there, the want is there, the desire is there, the curiosity is there. What are you up to? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? And why do you keep taking these days off when she's not working? Well, when she is working, but you're not working. That being said, I feel like her last few days off were good. Were not quite as much as she would have liked them to have been. I feel like she would have actually liked to have like different kind of things or extra little things along the way. But I'm basically going to say I feel like she was happy. I feel like she did have some good time. I will say that she would like to spend more time with you. I'm going to say that I feel like she would like to be more curious about you. But altogether, we've got love, we've got desire, we've got want, but we've got a really, really strong want of being able to spend more time, being able to be closer together. That's very, very strong and very important for her. So that's definitely on her mind altogether. So today, I will say she's good, but she's thinking about you and wondering what you're actually up to. Yes. This week, I don't really see anything, happening all that much towards you in any kind of a way. I feel like things are going to basically be what they are. Usually, nothing big, nothing bad, anything of the such. That's not where I wanted to go. Let's go towards and angel message for toi. Oops. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Angel message for you. You are never alone, even in moments of silence, of uncertainty. Your angels are walking beside you, gently guiding you into your steps. Even when you cannot see the road ahead, do not doubt your light, even when you feel that it is dim. You are being called to trust, not in perfection, but in presence. Every breath you take, every choice you make to keep on going is a miracle in motion. The delays, they are not denials. They are divine pauses preparing for perfect alignment. Know that you are loved. And know that you are absolutely supportive, sweetie. Alrighty, let's go towards an oracle message. Then we shall go towards the bookity book. You are not where you once were. You are not where you were going. And this space, the in-between, feels foggy, feels uncertain, maybe even a little bit lonely. But it's also very sacred because here you are becoming. The in-between is where clarity is shaped, where courage is quietly built, where your soul sheds what is no longer needed and what makes room for the life that is calling towards you. Let's go towards the book. It is very interesting. I do have to say, my dear Watson, it is very interesting. All right. The devil. The answer is no. Ask again. Ask again later if you're able to express all of who you are. And let's go towards some love messages from our beautiful Elizabeth. Let's go and see. So, first one. You live into the soft corners of my heart for always. No matter how loud the world gets, you are my peace. I think of all those beautiful quiet moments and I smile. You're not just into my life, you're into my light. My soul feels safe when it remembers you. And you are the warmth I didn't know I was missing. That being said, I shall say sweet dreams to everybody. And we shall see each other tomorrow. Wishing lovely dreams, sweet dreams, and bless your beautiful souls.